Did you have to hit it again?
Hey, Grappling Dad's back again. Episode 117, maybe? I don't know. 117 sounds right.
Sure.
Paul here.
You don't really number them anymore.
No, I'm just trying to say something at the beginning of the show to make it less awkward, but it's not working.
No,
it's just a
I like to leave you out there,
giant
though.
fail stamp, and then you're just looking at me like an asshole.
Well, everyone says you're really funny.
Really? Who?
I don't know.
Everyone's, yeah, nobody.
People.
God, I'd heard about it by now, kid.
There's people out there.
One person. So this one is going to be about, damn.
Wow, way to just...
It's a skill tree. I'm not used to it because I just heard about it at work.
Oh, I was going to say, when I read that this morning when he sent it, I was like, what the fuck's a skill tree?
You didn't know?
I had no clue what a skill tree was.
So I thought you were more of a gamer than that. Like I thought this would be right up your alley.
I don't play RPGs.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know what RPG meant until
Role-playing
last week.
game.
I know now. But yeah, I was talking to a guy at work that does the RPGs.
Okay.
And as I was describing Jiu Jitsu and kind of how you learn and how you want to build upon it, he's like, oh, it's like a skill tree. I'm like, a what?
Come again?
So he was explaining to me.
Nerd says what?
Yeah, exactly. So he was explaining to me what it was. I'm like, oh, okay. So then I was a little bit familiar. I heard about it before. I just didn't.
Okay.
Yeah,
I never heard anything about that.
So,
but it makes sense.
But
because I've played RPGs in the past.
It just really clicked in his head. He's like, oh, it's just like that. And he was very animated about how it was exactly like a
nerds
RPG
have a tendency to do that.
Tree. I'm like, well, let's just roll with this then.
Let's fuck with Croyler with this.
So we can thank Derek from AutoCam.
I don't think Derek listens.
He listens. He will now to this one.
Yeah,
be like, I said your name.
Yeah, you have to listen.
You know it's about you.
That's one extra listen, and we're not even going to notice.
Oh, we're going to notice.
Okay, we'll find it.
Yeah, he's going to tell me at what time.
Yeah, and then we can be like, that was Derek.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, because they come in bunches. They don't come in ones.
Yeah, anyway,
whatever.
Skill tree. It's actually...
I thought you did a good job with it.
It was kind of fun. I like it. It's a neat way to think about things.
Yeah, and I thought it tested Croyler on the way he talks about something, too. So
you can tell Croyler's a bit of a nerd. Like, he knows
Oh, we already knew
stuff.
that,
Well,
dude.
how bit of this kind of nerd? Like, I'm a nerd, but I'm not that kind of nerd.
Yeah, we're all nerds.
I'm more like dork. Like, that's like a nerd, but not smart, right?
Yeah.
How's that work?
I think that's how that works.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I am. Reject.
Some outcast.
I think that's me.
Fun party, by the way.
Thank you. It was fun as hell.
Yeah, we had some of Croyler's team come up, but not Croyler, of course.
My wife all wanted me to hang out.
Could have brought her.
He's a good person.
Could have brought her. Just saying.
Taylor doesn't want to be seen with us.
I don't blame her.
No, neither do I. But we had a few from there. Heather came up. That was awesome from Croyler.
Yeah.
She's super hilarious.
Yeah, she's fun. I like her.
Her sons were giving me a fucking heart attack.
Oh, how they were jumping like
sideways. I have a kidney-shaped pool, by the way, and a diving board.
Jump like
straightforward.
Yeah, easy. You land in the water every time.
To the meat of the kidney. Yeah. Right in there. These kids were jumping sideways off the freaking thing. I'm like, oh.
Please tell them to stop that. Please. I'm not their dad. You have to do it.
Well, I just went to Heather. I go, I don't care what your kids do to themselves. Just don't let them get blood on my stuff.
I mean, that's a fair request.
I mean, it was fair enough. But yeah, we had my wife counted. We had 46 people there.
Damn.
It was fun, man.
Cool.
It's good times. Made a lot of food. Ate none of it.
What?
Yeah, I never had time. Every time I was like, hey, I'm done. I'm going to go grab... Oh, the food's gone.
I had a bunch of it. So
yeah, there was every time, like, Claude was just walking around, I'm like, is that a new burger that fucker got? Yeah.
How's he so skinny?
He must work out a lot.
I think he does a lot of the jiu-jitsus.
Yes. He's a brown belt.
Yeah, I hear he's pretty good at rear naked chokes.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really good at them to the point where Paul took a nap at the party.
I remember this.
This was fucking great.
Picture didn't happen.
Yeah, I really should have taken a picture because I was watching, and I watched her face go purple. I'm like, he's going to go out. And you went out. Paul didn't want to get thrown in the pool.
But I won.
No. He who naps loses. He didn't want to get thrown in the pool yet again because he had been thrown in many times by my wife and Claude.
It was a ridiculous game of chicken Because I'm thinking to myself, he'll let go.
Like,
he's not going to knock me out.
It's funny.
And he's thinking to himself, he's going to let go. Because I was grabbing onto your deck to not get thrown in. And I had the death grip. And he's like, well, I'll just use Jiu Jitsu and get him off this real quick. So he slapped in the rear naked choke. I'm like, he's not going to,
Oh, yeah. You went all the way fucking out, too. Yeah. And he felt bad, by the way. He didn't say anything there. Really? Yeah. He went up to Jen. He's like, dude, I really thought he would let go.
So I think I wrote this on the Facebooks. The blood in my brain was like not functioning. So in my head, it's like the better option was to not get thrown in the pool at a pool party.
That you had already been in the pool, probably still damp from the last time you got thrown in.
Yeah, exactly. And it was. I just I wanted to win that one and lost.
Yeah, that was an error. Yeah. That was an error in judgment.
Yeah, mistakes were made.
It made Chad's brain break. Like, he just could not get over it.
He come up and he's looking at me like, with this confused look, like, so let me get this straight. He had the rear naked choke sunk in, like all the way.
Oh, yeah, it was in.
And he's choking you. And you decided just not to tap. Like, you're going to hang on to this pole, not tap out, not give up, not get thrown in the pool. Just go unconscious.
You tap out. You had to let go of that pole. So I see where you were going with that.
Yeah, I think by the time I would have thought that was a good idea, it was already too late.
Oh, dude, you were done.
The
because he wasn't squeezing; he just had it locked.
Pretty sure he's squeezing. My throat still hurts today.
It wasn't real bad.
It was bad. Like I'm still when I swallow, it feels like I got strep. It was squeezing.
You're an idiot.
I thought he would let go. I don't know what to say.
He really didn't. It was funny as shit. Yeah, it's not a real party until somebody goes to sleep.
You ever watch The Sandlot?
Yeah, of course.
You know the kid the creepy little kid that kisses the lifeguard, and he kind of wakes up and he's got all the heads standing over him, that scene.
Yes.
That's what I felt like.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, my wife, but I get it. My wife
But I didn't kiss Claude. I should have.
Just let it go.
Just went for it.
Yep.
I messed up.
Yeah. Let's see. My wife was being an ass and just tackling everybody she could into the pool. She fucking speared Greg.
I see that. That was
we
fun.
had a house guest, Greg from Philly, and he didn't want to go in the pool. Evidently, he's scared of water.
But he had a swimsuit on.
Yeah, but he never touched the pool. Like, everybody went in the pool, including people that weren't dressed for going in the pool.
Jamal.
Ashley.
Oh yeah, she got speared.
My wife
too.
speared her in too. She was much nicer on that one. But Greg's sitting there, and my wife speared the shit out of him. And yeah.
It was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I enjoyed that.
That was hilarious. Yeah. So, but yeah, it was a good party. It was our Labor Day party. So this will be a week past, but still, it was a good time.
A couple weeks past, right?
Yeah, a couple weeks past. Yeah.
Anyway, it was fun. So,
it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you for throwing that. It was good.
Oh yeah, every year, baby. Took me like 3 days to get the damn pool ready.
Yeah, you were busting your ass.
Fuck yeah. Nobody swims in it. Your pool goes to shit if y'all didn't know that.
Yeah, that sucks.
But
that season's almost done, so.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's hurrah.
Yeah, it was. It was good times.
Awesome. Hey, get to the sponsors, and then we'll get to the pro tip.
Cool. We'll do this real quick. Top Mount Apparel was talking to him today.
You were?
Yeah, I was.
We'll talk later.
I don't want to talk to you. TopMountApparel.com. Check them out on Instagram. GD10 at checkout. We'll save you a few dollars. They got some great new shirts coming out with the new font for their top mount. I love it. It's on the geese. It's sweet. We were wearing it last week, I do believe, on the last podcast that's coming out. One of the two of us was, or it was a week before. No. You have to watch all of them. Yes, I was wearing one.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I wore it because I'm more special than you. You're wearing the Hickey one today, which is also a good shirt. It's a good blue. So check them out. They're great guys. Al, who runs the place over there, is just a great human being.
Phenomenal man.
Way better than us.
Oh, yeah.
Then, not really much of an argument. Then we have Mike from Tap Tape. I had to mention Mike because he's got me all excited about things that were supposed to be coming our way. I've seen nothing. Mike, you let me down. Your product, however, is awesome. It's not letting me down. It's awesome.
I need more.
Yeah, we need more. Because I'm starting up on Wednesday, so I need more tape. So I know, it's amazing. I get to come back.
Hell, you say.
I know. It's amazing.
I thought you quit.
I did.
Perfect.
I tripped and fell back into it.
Nice.
Or I'm planning on tripping and falling. Anyways, but check them out on Amazon. Give them a review right after you order it. Don't even wait for the tape because it works that good. yeah, we've really helped out with that. Then we got Black Line Jiu Jitsu with Chad Pomeroy. That's where we train here in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Come visit us. We have a few of our fans that actually do roll with us. Sorry.
Yeah, my apologies. Right away.
I feel like I'm just going to fuck up, what's his name? Matt? I'm just going to jack him up. He's a listener.
Yeah.
I'm just, boom, done. It's going to be my break and roll.
I like that. I like that.
Break him in half.
Get ready, Matt.
Yeah, here I come.
Just don't touch his neck.
No, actually, I think you can. I've been pulling on my neck pretty hard.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Yeah, don't.
I'll foot locks all the time. We'll do privates.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But definitely come check us out. The kids program is great. We have a lot of fun there. And then we have Curler Gracie, who actually contributed to today's show.
He did.
Thank you,
Yay.
sir. And but he's a great guy, except for coming out to parties. He will not do that. And
rude.
he's, super rude about it. And, I invited him. He's like, yeah, I'm going to try to make it. I'm like, you're full of shit. He goes, no, I'm not. And then he didn't show up.
Sad day.
Yeah, very sad. Your freaking underlings made it, you son of a bitch. And you didn't.
Underlings.
Yeah, I like that. It's definitely Clive.
We'll go with that.
That's definitely
Classy.
Clive. But, yeah, check him out, online. You search one picture, you get the faraway looking picture again. Want to bring that back.
Yeah. KRO, and then it just kind of
then he's right there. But have him out for a seminar, anything. He's great,
private
guys.
lesson.
Private lesson if you're driving by Elkhart, Indiana. He's awesome, guys. He really is. I wish he wasn't, but he is, because it would make it easier to make fun of him.
True that.
Yep, but I think that's
I will destroy his pro tip.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's my game.
I'm going to wreck it.
All right. I have one other thing to get to before we do our pro tip.
Go.
Okay. Now, if you were watching this on YouTube, you'll get to see the shirt that was made by a listener, David Sautier, 2 T's.
2 T's.
I misspelled his name on the envelope for his patches. It's not my fault. Yes, it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Can you read that?
No, I can't read it.
I'm not reading it.
Journey path, Pora.
Yes.
Poras.
But
Poras?
the journey in the
Poras.
path, Pora. I do believe. I have no fucking clue. I'm not fucking Portuguese. But
I like it.
Yeah, I hate it and love it that someone did that for me. Those are 2 of the words I hate more than anything.
It's funny that you can hate.
Backed up by the 3rd.
I can hate something so much and yet appreciate the gift.
Fucking hate it. all 3 words suck. It's like, oh, shitty, shitty, shitty. Oh, that's a great shirt.
Oh, he forgot Os though, so hey.
Yeah, if he would have put Os on, I would have burned the shirt.
Just burn it, just start lighting it on fire.
Like, thanks for this great gift. I'm burning it on the show.
Awesome. Bring a little fire pit.
Don't worry, it's safe. It would have been burned if it had Os on it. It was probably a good idea not to put Os on it.
He's like, how far?
Is that even how you say it? Is it Os?
Well, I've seen it written 2 ways, like OSS and OSU, OSU maybe, but
I have no fucking clue, dude.
I don't know what it means.
It's so dumb and so overused. If you're Portuguese, I think it's Portuguese, right?
Yeah.
If you're Portuguese, go ahead. Pora, go ahead. You're Portuguese, do it up. If you're not, fuck off. Stop it.
How do you really feel?
God, I hate
Tell
that
the truth,
shit.
Kip.
Well, at least Hugo's fucking Portuguese or Brazilian or something. He uses it all the time.
I thought he was Italian.
No.
I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, did you see his name? Fuck. All right. Pro tip.
He's from Finland,
rant over.
Bro.
He's from Finland. What is that dude? Fucking Danish?
Yeah. Clearly.
Clearly really, really pale.
All right. Proilers Pro Prep.
That was a great start.
Starting out strong.
Murdering it quickly.
Paulie asked me to discuss the potential of a skill tree and how to develop and grow one in Jiu Jitsu. Upon asking for further clarification, he wanted me to explain how to go about developing a Jiu Jitsu game via a skill tree, much like an RPG video game and the such. RPG is role-playing game.
Yeah.
We discussed that a little bit earlier. Yeah. So, yeah, I had to look it up.
It's where you make choices for your
characters
or character, and basically makes the game go.
So he kind of gets into picking the characters and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah,
so
I thought it was pretty cool.
Just so you know how it's based and what it's based around. It's it's not a first-person shooter like I thought it might have been.
No.
So yeah, it's you pick a character and the character has attributes, and then you pick certain skills based on his attributes. You can
improve said attributes throughout the game. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's really neat. We had a question before about how to develop a game around certain attributes.
Yes.
and didn't really know how to go about it. And I mean, when you're learning jiu-jitsu and going to class, you learn what you learn, and then you use it the way you can use it, kind of.
Yeah, either you use it for defense or you use it for your own game.
And some things you use, and some things you can't, and some things you don't like, and some.
But
you
have to
love.
know them all. That's jiu-jitsu.
Yep. So this is a neat way of putting it together for your particular body type.
Yeah,
and it's really, really fun.
I thought he did a good job.
I did too. Yeah, I was.
I read some of it. I had the day off.
Nice. You did?
Yeah.
Damn, I should have taken the day off too.
Yeah, you should have. We'd have hung out.
We could have played an RPG.
Yeah. No. I have one. I have one at home. My wife has it.
Really?
Yeah, for the PlayStation 4 Final Fantasy, one of them.
Oh, nice.
It's so fucking confusing.
I still want to play the World at War. The new Call of Duty.
Call of Duty? Yeah, the new one's coming out. I'll get that one.
Oh, sweet.
You can play that one.
It's been years since I played.
Don't care. I want to watch you fuck up.
Dude, I'll be that guy that just points at the ceiling.
He's running around the circle.
I spawn, die. Like, why are they doing this?
Man, this game sucks.
Is there a way you can cheat? I need a cheat code. All right, RPG video games and the such. I told him this would be very tough to discuss and elaborate on.
Yeah, it's elaborate.
Yeah, that's the word that I messed up on.
Yeah.
On in a podcast. He said if they are a video game nerd, they'll get it. So, if you like this episode or understand it, then Pauline thinks you're a video game nerd. So, let's first elaborate on what a skill tree is. I'm kind of assuming the video game nerd. And even if you're not, it's a fun way to think about it.
No, that's just the thing. I'm not an RPG guy.
Yeah.
Didn't know what a skill tree was, but I still enjoyed how he wrote and how it applied.
Yeah.
I thought it was cool.
So, yeah, even if you're not the quintessential video game nerd, I still think this is a really neat jiu-jitsu something. There's words and stuff.
Man, you are a wordsmith.
You know what happens after about 5 o'clock is my brain just starts shutting. I blame Claude. That's what I'm going to do right now. It's Claude's fault.
Yeah, he cut off oxygen to your brain. No blood to your brain for a minute.
Thanks, Claude.
Thanks, Claude. You made him dumber. You fucked up my podcast by making him dumber.
And they said it couldn't be done.
The bar was set so low. We've managed to make it lower.
I'm dying. All right, 1. In video games, RPGs, and the such, it's a hierarchical visual representation of customizations a player can make to their character. Skill trees can either branch out or eventually fold back to a single point depending on the game. The idea being that certain abilities must be developed before other skills are accessible, essentially causing players to think about where and how they want to devote their time and when based on the needs of the story or character build.
Yes.
Make sense?
Yes.
All right, cool. So that I'm like, okay, that makes a lot of sense. I get it now.
It did.
So for reference. Now, how would this remotely translate to jiu-jitsu? For the sake of this pro tip, let's think of it as more of a spider web than a map/tree. No, you got to do a tree, bro. I asked for a tree.
It's that skill tree, you son of a bitch.
God damn it.
Always changing the rules.
It can be quite a daunting task to try and develop a web, especially considering that the more we learn of jiu-jitsu, son of a bitch, the more options there are on the design of that web. Instead of having more definitive view of the web you are trying to develop, you are actually much more likely to have more possible combinations and more designs for your web.
Okay.
Got it?
Yes.
Check. All right. We will start this pro tip thinking of it as a skill tree, and I will mention when we should think of it as a web. So he's going to go into a little bit of both.
You did not confusing at all.
No, it's actually
it's not.
It's not. No, because when I read up to this point, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, when he said he was going to go 2, I'm like, my brain's not smart enough.
So up to this point, I'm like, God damn it.
No, he gets good.
Yeah, but then it all begins. Right. 1, building a skill tree. Creating a character. First, we must ask ourselves, where would we like to be in a match? If we are on top mount, back, etc. If we are on bottom, close guard, half guard, etc., etc. Second, we must ask ourselves where we are actually finding ourselves in during a match. Do we find ourselves in top, side mount, top mount, knee and belly? Or do we find ourselves on the bottom side, in someone's guard, etc.? So for you and I, that's a little bit different. I'm the top guy and you're the bottom guy. You really like to pull the guard and do the open guard, get your feet in there, and I like to just be on top and smash.
Yeah, it is. We're totally opposite.
Yep.
Everyone keeps telling me I can't do that anymore, though.
That being said, just because you like something doesn't mean that you find yourself there all the time.
No.
So a lot of people, they like to pull the guard. They want to pull you up on top of them, get, like a deep half or something, and you find yourself on top going, shit, this is not my comfort zone.
It's not in my comfort zone, yeah.
But I'm here all the time.
Yeah.
Or for me, like I tried, it's like when I tried to take Nate to camp down, the judo guy. And
smart.
That was
smart.
Great. I found myself right on the bottom.
Yeah.
So it's not just about what you want. Where are your roles usually?
Where do they end up?
Yeah. It depends on who I'm rolling with, I guess.
I end up on the bottom a lot, though.
Do you?
Yeah, I don't know how, because everyone knows that's where I want to go.
Weird. Yeah. We'll see what happens when you come back.
But I've been forcing myself to go on top before my neck injury because everyone's like, you can't play on your back as much. I'm like, bullshit, watch me.
Yeah. Watch me invert.
I will. I've been stretching.
Don't do it. All right.
It's going to gross you out, and I'm going to do it.
Don't do it. Then we must pick a starting point. Consider this your class in an RPG. 1. Top or bottom. Then we must look at our physical attributes. Consider this your race in an RPG. Elf versus human versus dwarf, etc., etc.
Okay.
So your attributes are your race, is what he's talking about.
Yes.
So you're either, tiny and stocky, tall and lanky, or whatever in between.
Exactly.
Okay, that made sense. Sadly, these, you generally speaking, cannot outdo nature, meaning while you can get stronger and lose or gain weight, you will never be as strong as someone who is naturally stronger.
Yes.
Those people pissed me off, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, I'm one of those people. I can't even get through that.
Yeah. Clearly, I'm that guy.
Yeah, clearly. Watch the video. Yeah. Watch the video.
You're like, I can look at you and tell
you're full of shit.
All right. Buffs or buffers.
Yep.
Excelling in flexibility, strength, length, weight, speed, etc. And debuffs, lacking in flexibility, strength, length, weight, speed, etc.
It's Paul.
Yeah. I'm not the least strong. I feel like I can power through some shit if I have to, but
you try not to, which I commend you for.
I try not to. I'm still actively learning not to do that.
Yeah, I know. You've talked about it.
Yeah. It's so tough.
It's so hard.
It's like the boost button on the car. I just want to push it.
Every time.
It's more fun if I push the boost button. Eventually, we will discuss class, specialization, or job. But this isn't the time for that yet. Okay. Developing your character and skill tree. Look at where you'd like to be versus where you currently find yourself at. I want to be on the back versus bottom side mount. Identify why you're finding yourself in a specific place versus your ideal place. I suck.
Yeah.
I'm not as good as the person I'm rolling with.
Everyone's better than me.
That's usually the case.
Yeah.
One, I get bulldozed over and end up on bottom side. 2, I get taken down and end up in bottom side. 3, or anytime I get any sort of guard, they just blow right through it and I get stuck in bottom side. 4, anytime I get on top, I get reversed and end up in bottom side. 5, or any of the multiple other scenarios I didn't have time to write down.
Yeah, they all came back to the same thing.
Yeah, it's usually one of the first 4 anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, they make a lot of sense. That's why I try to get really good at guard.
Yeah.
Because it sucks when they pass it just so easily. You're like, shit.
Yes, it really does.
It's almost like getting wrist locked. It's like, God damn it. I had everything I needed to attack you and do my thing. And you just like, pop my guard open, just stepped over.
Walk the fuck around.
Just a little knee slide, underhook, and it's all over. I'm like, God, why? I got to fix it.
Hurts my feeling.
All right. Address the weaknesses you have identified. These become your root skills. 1, I cannot escape bottom side. Find 1 to 3 escapes from bottom side that work well with your class and with your attributes. If you're a top player with lots of strength, then your escape should be focused on getting to the top, such as underhooking or upper body reversals, or wrestling based. Versus, if you're a bottom player with lots of flexibility, learning to re-guard or invert may suit you more. Unless you're Kip and have a broken neck.
Fuck you, watch, I'm doing it.
Dude, just start deadlifting, man. You'll be fine. 2. What it'll work. He's like, I'm not doing that.
That's never happening.
2, I cannot keep any sort of guard. A, find a guard that works well with your class and attributes. If you are short and inflexible but powerful, then you may want to develop half guard or deep half. Versus, if you are long, lanky, and flexible, then you may want to develop spider or lapel guard. So interesting. So these are good things to know when you're starting jiu-jitsu and you're getting up to that blue, mid-blue, purple, and you're like, all right, I want to develop this aspect because these will work really well for my body type.
Yep, and that's where I'm at. Perfect. And it's all been taken away.
At least you're long and lanky. You're sort of flexible?
I think I'm still pretty flexible, actually. I can bend over.
Yeah, you're definitely more flexible than me.
Yeah, I can still... I'm not kidding. I have been stretching. I can get my feet behind me.
You're doing the yogas?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. You sticking with it, huh?
Yeah, trying to, yeah.
Mel's making you, isn't she?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's scary.
What happens when she's gone? She's like, I quit. Duh.
I'm not going somewhere for it. If I have to leave my house, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, no.
I'm looking forward to getting back. That's all I know.
Good. All right. If you're short and flexible but powerful, I've already read that. 3, my takedowns need work.
What are takedowns?
This one stings a little, not going to lie.
Yeah.
All right. Find a style of takedowns that work well with your class and attributes. If you are long and powerful, then you may want to develop judo-based takedowns. Versus, if you are explosive, then you may want to develop wrestling-based takedowns.
What if you're long and weak?
Oh.
Yeah.
I'd probably still go with the judo, he thinks.
I don't know.
Like a good lever?
Maybe. I'm terrible at them.
If I was built like Rob Bowers, I'd probably just do the wrestling thing.
Fuck, dude, he'll run through you.
Yeah.
Has he ever really wanted to run through you? Because
No,
he will literally run through you. He's usually really cool about it because he knows he has that, I do believe.
I've always begged people not to do that to me because I'm like, just don't.
He did it to me when we first started, when I was healthy and I felt good, and he just fucking ran me over. I was like that, and it didn't hurt or anything. It was just super impressive. I'm like, holy shit, I couldn't keep you away from me.
Yeah, I had the exploded AC joint for a long time, and I was trying to heal from that, and then somebody double leg took me down all the way off. My feet are off, and then just spiked me into the ground.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah, so I'm like, we're not doing that. I want to.
Yeah, but the guy who did it was such a fucking tool.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
No, he's a tool.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
All right. Number 4. My top game needs improvement. Find a style of control that works well with your class and attributes. If you are fast and agile, then you may want to develop angular and movement-based control. Versus, if you are methodical, then you may want to develop pressure-based control. So, can you do both? I'm asking you.
Well, think about it. You literally just described 2 different ends of the spectrum.
That's true.
One is explosive, which inherently means quick, fast, whatever you want to call it. Methodical is slow and
Yeah, I'm not fast and agile.
You're a step above methodical. Just a little bit. Methodical's here. You're here.
Yeah.
Because you are.
I like a little bit of the movement base, like going, transitioning from positions.
But you're not fast.
No, I'm not like Andrew or the ilk.
It's not explosively fast where you're like, oh my gosh, Paul's over there now.
Yeah, no.
It's more, no. Yeah.
So it's funny because I kind of like doing stuff that's not my attribute based either.
Yeah.
But I think to his point, I should develop stuff that I'm probably going to be better at, which is more of the pressure based.
Yeah, it's pressure based, methodical.
Yeah.
Because I never get bored with your role. You're never, so when you think of methodical, it's usually seen as
two turtles, fuck it.
Yeah, exactly. Just slow as fuck. This is so boring. And there are people like that will just sit on a move, on a technique, and just sit on it until they can get it. And it's like, okay, that's what, when I hear methodical, I'm like, that's it. But you're more methodical in things because you go from one thing to another, but they're never like, I'm here, now I'm here. It's, I'm here, I'm going to do these things to get there. Kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so it's not a bad thing.
Yeah, I try not to just hold somebody down in a position.
I've only rolled against one person, a higher belt than me, that did that, and it was the worst roll of my life. It was just boring.
Yeah, if somebody just smashing you with the shoulder of justice and cross face and side control, and you're just stuck, but they're not doing anything.
Or they isolate one limb and then you just wait. Literally, oh, I got your arm. I don't really have it yet, but I will.
Yeah.
And they'll waste waste a minute and a half of a good a 5-minute roll just sitting there.
That's hard to get by, right? So if I have a level of control on you, like I have the better position, but I just don't have the submission, it's hard to let it go and transition when it just feels like it's almost right there. You know what I mean? And I don't know why that is. I don't know what part of my brain goes, you know what, we just stay here.
None of mine do. None of mine do. My brain just goes, that didn't work. Go to another. Go to another. Go to another. Do you know what that is? No. Try it anyways. My brain's kind of chaotic.
Ben's more like that too. Like he won't ever sit on a move.
No.
And makes it very playful, very fun. Yeah. And ends up in a lot of really fun positions. So.
Yeah, I end up all sorts of crooked. All the time. It's just like, how'd you get there? Not a clue.
Rolled funny?
It was fun.
All right. Methodical. Gotcha. These are your starting qualities and the root of your tree. Develop enough experience with them so that you are proficient enough. You will have achieved sufficient experience with them to allow yourself to level up or unlock a new branch or a new set of skills. You'll know if you have done this or are ready for this if the problems you have identified above are no longer occurring, meaning your aptitude and ability to shut down those problems have clearly made themselves evident, and your training partners are now looking to exploit other areas of weakness. That's a good way to look at any part of your game. Like, for example, let's talk about my guard.
Yes.
People blew through it really easy. Did some privates, spent some time on it, and now people are going...
You spent a good amount of time on it.
So now people are like, I don't want to say they're afraid of my guard, but at least it feels dangerous now. Like I have options. Yeah. People aren't blowing through it. I can do something to other people now, where before I couldn't at a certain level. So that's what he's talking about. Like, okay, so it changed. So it's no longer a problem area. Now it's shoring up, and that's kind of a good measuring stick.
It is.
Like, what are people doing? Do they not mind getting in your guard or getting into whatever position or sweeping you or whatever you're having an issue with? If they can't just go to that right away, they have to go to something else. You're like, hey, it's kind of
did fixed. Something right.
Yeah. So it might not be on lockdown. It might not be perfect, but
when will it be? But I know what you mean. Yeah. Because I did the same thing with my open guard. My open guard was just shit. You would push my legs down and be like, no, it's all over from here. And I'm inside control. Damn it. So
that always sucks.
Yeah, it does.
You try something, you're like, well.
And I
opened up my guard so that you could just pass easier.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I was doing for a long time. Like, here, watch me open this up and just get fucked over. Whatever.
It's the worst.
It sucks. And it's going to be bad when I go back because I don't know what the hell I'm doing anymore. My timing's going to be terrible.
That doesn't last as long as you think it will.
No, I've heard from, after you told me that, somebody else I forget who it was I was talking to, said it's not that bad.
Yep.
When you come back, it's just don't do too much is what I've heard. It's like, dude, just like take breaks. Don't kill yourself. Your cardio will come back naturally. Don't try to do it all at once and you'll be fine.
Yep, exactly. They're not wrong.
Well, no, and I'm just going to basically relax for the next few weeks, just rolling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just not being a slacker. Just I literally don't have the cardio. It'll come if I just keep coming. Rather than, I learned that when I first started because I just went balls to the wall and then puked on my way home. It's like, that didn't help me.
Clearly, you need to buy like an assault bike for home. Puke here that we don't puke at class.
No, I'll just build up to it.
I wouldn't do that.
Also, I should do that because my neck's all fucked up. So
true.
Feels way better.
Good.
Look, everyone. I can turn my neck. It's amazing.
All right. 2, changing from tree to spider web. A, as your aptitude develops with your base level tree, you will ultimately unlock new skills and abilities that you have to learn. This may be due to your opponents exploiting other weaknesses, or your confidence in your safety net allows you to be a little more adventurous. Exactly.
Yes.
So, yeah. Once you got a good home base and you got those things shored up, then you can be like, let's branch out and see what else I can do. Like, where's this lead me?
Yeah.
Like, now that I can go back here, what can I do from that position that I wanted to be in the first place? All right, now I can keep that position. So, all right, now what can we do here?
Well, and that's, like when we were, Greg's, who was staying with us, is a purple belt.
Yep.
And legit, like he had a lot of cool tricks that we don't use. And I, like he told me the loop choke. That's the only way I could get that to work or even try what he showed me is because I have a base of my, because there's no way it would work.
Yeah, that's not day one stuff you learn.
No, that's not day one open guard attack.
Right.
Well, way to move the mic far away and then talk.
I got some allergies going on, and I try to like sniff, but not on the mic. I didn't want to. Excuse me.
Wow, way better just to show it. Dickhead. We're so professional
I'm having
here.
issues. I took some Claritin. It's not working. It didn't kick in yet.
Oh, try heroin.
Is that an option? Maybe a little cocaine.
Cocaine clears everything up from what I understand.
Cocaine.
Yeah. Cocaine. Anyone?
Cocaine. All right. As your aptitude develops with your base level tree, you will ultimately unlock new skills and become more adventurous. B. So, for sake of argument, let's say you have picked the following character. Bottom player, class, long and flexible, race, with the goal of being on the opponent's back. C. Let's say you have made one of your root skills to develop Butterfly Guard. As you spend time with Butterfly Guard, you will eventually master it. This will, as mentioned before, unlock other skills. Some root skills, base level skills, like a different guard entirely, or advanced skills, modified guards such as half butterfly or reverse De La Hiva.
What? Just kidding.
Do you know what that is, bro? It's like De La Hiva, but backwards. In reverse, if you will.
Almost. So close to reverse.
All right, so which route to take? Base or advanced? The reality is you will have to take both paths at some point, so in the end it doesn't really matter. However, it is often the base level skills that allow for the highest level of diversity. Therefore, I am inclined to develop as many root skills as possible before becoming a hyper-specialized and advanced skill. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a lot of bases that I can go to rather than go, hey, I got one thing for base and then a whole bunch of specialization from that one thing.
Yeah, no. I want to, no.
Yeah, I'd rather have what would be called, like a thicker root, right? Like just more base level root.
Yeah, your base would be your roots, I would assume.
Base of the tree.
Base of the tree.
Yeah. Makes sense, sure. Spiderweb.
What are we on right now?
I don't know.
I think we're on web.
D. Let's now say that you have not 1 but 10 mastered root skills, or base levels, and 5 advanced skills, advanced or modified versions of a root skill. So, your 10 mastered root skills need to be able to effortlessly allow for you to transition between one set of skills and another, meaning your ability to flow into Butterfly Guard from half, then back to closed is almost an innate thing at this stage. 2. Your actual technique you are applying should also allow you to transition into a different root skill, meaning a failed butterfly sweep should allow for a Chimera entry that should allow for a back take should all that happen effortlessly. Or should all happen effortlessly. That makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
And that would be cool. So, I don't have that.
I don't have that, but it'd be nifty.
It'd be really neat. Like, I'm looking at this going, yeah. I'd like to have that.
Yeah, this sounds great.
Yeah, it's funny because I got like, 1 or 2 chain things that I can do. I can go back and forth pretty easy, but I don't have like a long sequence I can do yet. I don't, you know what I mean?
Man, I'm so far away from that.
But now that I'm looking at it this way, I'm like, ooh, neat. So now,
ooh,
so
neat.
So we did a thing on private lessons, right, and the importance and why you would take them.
Show didn't do as well as I wanted it to.
No, go back and listen to that. We could probably do that again.
It was a good one.
That was a minute ago.
Yeah, that was a minute.
So, what I'm thinking in my mind, how I'm looking at this is, you go to class and you learn your base level skills. They have beginner class and advanced, and you learn whatever they want to teach, right?
Yes.
And they go in whatever sequence they want. But let's say that you have a particular build and style, and you're trying to fix your problem. So that'd be a good time to like open mat and then asking upper belts, definitely private lessons, and really build out that root. So you can so you can start chaining those together.
And they're natural. They'll come more naturally because you're building from the correct base rather than a broad base.
Yeah. So now you can do the full guard, half guard, the butterfly, and you can seamlessly go in between those, and then from there you can start building the more advanced.
Yeah.
But having the private lesson on how to chain those together and how to shore those up.
Or even just go even further back and just find the game that your build and your abilities fit.
Exactly.
I should do that with Croiler.
I
think I'm too late. Just be like, you're too far gone.
It's too late.
Too far gone.
Messed up, Aaron.
just keep doing the shit you're doing.
Well, that might be something. So I know we're not like the best note takers. You don't do it at all.
No.
And I do it some. But so this wouldn't be notes. This would be like kind of like planning out. Here's what I want to work on.
Yeah.
And here's my skill tree, if you will. Yeah. So that might be a good thing. So that way you can plan out your private lessons rather than just going, I want to work on this. Sounds cool.
Well,
like
now now you and I have to. We should plan better because he lets us do essentially 2 different things during ours, which is cool because we both go. Well, we will go. My wife's probably not happy with me. No, I don't give a shit.
Dude, you're gonna. Make you care.
I'm going. Oh,
she's like, you're getting Brussels sprouts from now on, bro.
Brussels sprouts are yummy. She makes yummy Brussels sprouts.
Ew, I picked the wrong thing.
Yeah, you did. Because I do.
Strawberry shortcake?
Who the fuck doesn't like strawberry shortcake?
People, dude. I don't know. I'm just random foods. Fries.
Zucchini. If you would have picked zucchini, you would have won.
I would have never picked that.
Fucking hate zucchini.
Love that.
Yeah, I know. Most people do. I fucking hate zucchini. My mom forced me to eat it all the fucking time, and I hated it, and I hate it more now. Oh my gosh. They made it fucking...
hasn't gotten better. Huh?
Greg's first night over, my wife's like, here's some great zucchini. I'm not going to let it touch any other food because Kip will vomit. I'm like, yeah, that's about right. I'm a child.
At least you know.
Yeah, I can't. I won't. There's very few things I won't eat. That is one of them. Blech.
So you like it?
I fucking hate it.
That's the impression I got.
Yeah. You're slow.
All right. Let's say that you have not 1 but 10 mastered root skills. I already read that. Your 10 mastered root skills need to be effortlessly transition between. All right, meaning your ability to flow into butterfly guard. I already read that.
Wow, you are fucking killing it right now.
You got this, Kip. I got it. You just hold on. Eventually, I'm going to find my spot.
Yeah.
Your actual techniques you are applying should also allow you to transition into a different root skill, meaning a failed butterfly. Yep, still read that.
Not even fucking close yet.
You should also be able to transition from any of your root skills into more advanced skills. There
you go.
This is new. This is new. All right. At this stage, it isn't so much about mastery of a root or advanced skill as it is about connecting them to each other seamlessly. And I don't mean a shitty, theoretical Hollywood Fantasy 55 move combo you see on Instagram. Well, shit, there goes my... I was just going to go to Instagram and be like, hey, you know all those things they just chain together? Well, the guy's like...
Well, that's legit. Those were all roots.
If you want to get good at jiu-jitsu, you get on Instagram.
There was a fucking terrible one. Like, it was fucking insanely long. I might have saved it so I can show it to you. And I think it was just like the one that somebody posted on the Flick chat. That was 78 moves for a simple armbar. Did you watch that one?
No.
Oh, yeah, it's on Flick chat. It's fucking hilarious. It's like rolling over and there, this way, that way, this way, armbar. It's like, what the fuck? You did 74 moves to get to an armbar.
What you want to do is you want to make things as complicated as possible.
But they can only be, but they can only work on a completely passive partner.
All I'm saying is if it doesn't look flashy, it's not real jiu-jitsu, Kip.
Yeah, I learned jiu-jitsu from Instagram too, so I agree.
Check. We're on the same page here, right?
Chalk it up.
Yeah, chalk it. Flashy. All right. Once connections have been made, you have found yourself in a 10 mastered root skill plus 5 mastered advanced skill web. A true web. That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. G. From here, it becomes a matter of expanding your web by introducing new root skills or new advanced skills. Mastering them and then repeating the entire webbing process with the purpose of assimilating that new root or advanced skill. This web expansion never ends. It should never end. If you think you have created the best web in the world, then you're not hunting for big enough prey.
Ooh. Look at him go.
I wonder how he feels about the Marcelo Garcia thing, because he's very minimalist on his web.
Yeah.
And so it's hard to tell. So does he not teach and not do at all a whole bunch of jiu-jitsu? Or does he do it and he just prefers?
It has to be that he prefers.
Gotta be.
It has to be. There's no way that it's like, nope, only teaching these things. You only have to come to my class for probably 2 years.
If it doesn't work on me, it shouldn't work on you. So we're not going to learn it.
Yeah.
Not going to do it.
Nope.
I don't know.
Who knows? It's got to be.
Somebody's got to know.
Oh, Well, I'm sure he knows a shit ton about jiu-jitsu. It's just... That's his.
I know 5 things and I'm really good at them. You can't stop me.
I'm coming at you, bro. Stop me.
I'm not talking shit. Don't get the wrong idea.
Literally wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're literally wondering.
Yep. Right. This, here we go. This was a super simplified explanation of learning to develop skills and connect them, truly mastering and understanding jiu-jitsu at the highest level. Sorry it couldn't have been more elaborated, but I figured the GDs could hardly remain focused enough for this. That's not actually...
What's going on?
I don't know. That's not wrong.
What were you talking about?
No idea. It's gone.
Squirrel.
Out of my head. Done. Done. Oh, you know what? I got lucky. Nobody texted me.
Yeah, because I just heard that shit.
Yeah, you heard
he just locked
click.
his screen. I was like, ooh,
yeah.
you son of a bitch.
I don't know if I made it to the podcast or not, but...
Who knows? I don't know. I can't tell. You were talking. I think you're good.
I really like the way he looked at that with the whole skill tree thing.
As do I.
And I think, like we said, if nothing else, it's not really game planning, right? It's skill tree building. Like, there's no other way to put it. You go, here's my body type. Here's my race, if you will. My tall, lanky, short, fat, whatever you are. So what works good for me, or what do I want to be good at?
Yeah.
Okay, now, am I in that position a lot? If yes, then I can start developing that.
Yes.
If no, then I got to develop a way to get into that, or a way to get out of the bullshit that I keep on ending up in. So yeah, you got to shore up the things that are a problem right away so that you can start developing that tree. And it'd be easy to write that stuff down. Like, here's what I want to develop.
Oh yeah.
And here's and then talk to a coach, right? So how do I chain these together where it's seamless? Like, what's an easy position to get into from half guard? Is it deep half? Is it ashigarami? Like, what should I develop next? Like, based on my body type and what I want to do, how should I develop this tree?
Yeah, it because I think there's a lot of people out there that are trying to do a game that doesn't fit their attributes.
Oh yeah, for
sure.
Know?
And it's like, well, how slow are you? How much slower is your progression because you're just doing things that are almost anti what you're good at?
Yeah, exactly. So a lot of schools out there I know and I hear about and I've been to, they just teach random moves. And
I think it's really easy to do.
And it's up to you to connect them all together. But that's already tough, right?
Yeah. So Curler talks about, like, here's a sequence. Like, here's how you start something, and here's, like, absolute control, and here's where you can go, and you keep on going down the rabbit hole of this move that you chain together. So if they're good enough to defend this, then you got to go to this. But it elicits these two reactions.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys didn't know, that's pretty much how Curler coaches, and it's amazing because he literally, it's all your movements have a purpose. If they aren't to finish, they are to elicit a reaction. And a lot of them are to elicit a very strict number of reactions, usually 2 at most. And it works its way down the funnel into 1, and you're fucked.
Yeah. Yeah,
and it's neat because that's how it feels when you roll with them. You're just like, I defended that, and now I'm in worse. How did that happen?
Yeah, the last time I rolled with them at team training, I ended up in, God only knows what. Like, everything was just locked down. I'm stuck. I'm like, I'm not being tapped right now, but I'm stuck. I don't know what to do. He's like, well, you got to free that arm. So I'm like, all right. So I'm thinking, how the hell am I going to do that? So I'm like, so he let me kind of like play with it and move. And I'm like, okay. So as soon as the arm popped free, he transitioned immediately where it just made it worse. And then I'm like, well, checkmate.
Well, that didn't take long. Fucker.
But yeah, to your point, like, okay, if you get to this position and you have the choke right here, here's how they have to defend the choke in the best way, by grabbing this. Okay, now what you do is you do this, and then it locks that away. And then just like click, 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 and you're tightening the ratchet as they have to do this.
Move after move, it just gets worse and worse.
So anyway, point is, neat way to train. Second point is...
I didn't know where you were going there for a second.
Well, the second point is, like, you might go on a six month rabbit hole on a move.
Yeah.
So if you want to develop your own game and stuff like that, that's where the open mats and the private lessons come in. Mm-hmm. So this is a good way of going, all right, what do I want to work on in my privates and my open mats?
Yeah.
I never would have thought about that, because the only thing I ever did was, all right, what do I kind of suck at?
Yeah, and you've literally done that up till now.
Yeah. Well, not only that, it's what do I suck at, or what turns me on, right? Yeah. So Like, I want to learn leg locks. It turns me on right now. I'm like, I'm kind of fascinated with them. Should I, though? Or at least, like, okay, here's a position I'm comfortable in. How can I get to the legs from the position I'm already comfortable in? Rather than trying to figure that out on my own. Yeah. Now I'm like, oh, cool. I'm cool in this position. Let's bring me through this so I can go from here to here. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It makes me think about what I want to work on now. Yeah. Like this, just reading through this earlier, it did too. I was just like, well, now this kind of fixes what I was thinking about. Because for me, it's a little different for me right now because I've been out for so long. Actually, was it 3 months now? Holy shit! I've been out 3 months.
Long time.
It's a long fucking time. Yeah, like the Bryce dude that's been going. He showed up for the party. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I've met you a few times. I'm like, really? He's like, oh yeah, you're never in a gi. Like, oh, yeah. Okay, fair enough.
How long you been there? Yeah, 3-4 months.
Yeah, that would explain it. I've been out a while.
Yep, I show up, pick up my kids, peace out.
Yeah, it's just I'm one of those people. Paul Elliott's very similar too. He's couldn't sit around and take notes and do things when he was hurt. I can't.
Yes, it's funny how that works. It's like the best thing you could possibly do.
Yes.
But a lot of people go, if I'm around class, it just hurts not to be able to roll.
Well, you saw what happened. Like when I did that, because I was hurt with my knee, and I was like, I'll be fine. I would end up doing something every single time because it hurt me so much. I was like, this sucks being here. I hate being here. I'll just roll.
So I've always come back too soon.
Yeah.
Always. Or I didn't take time off at all. Mm-hmm. And my body's clearly paying the price for it.
Yeah. Well, and that's why, you were an example for me with my neck is I've fucking just called it off. I'm like, nope, done. I have to listen to what I'm being told, and what I'm being told is don't touch jiu-jitsu. They want to tell me not to jiu-jitsu ever again.
Oof.
Yeah, fuck that. Like, that's not happening. As long as I have a neck, I'm going to do jiu-jitsu.
As long as I'm not dead, I'm jiu-jitsuing.
It's what I love. It's been very difficult being away. But now I'm looking at it because of the show, and Coroller, is instead of just looking at it as like, oh, well, I have to develop a totally different game, which I don't really want to. I really enjoy the game that I've started to build. Like I'm just at the beginning of building it. And so now I feel like I might have to figure out my attributes again, but see how much they've changed. Yeah, so, you know what I mean? And it's...
This might be a neat way to do it for you, too.
Yeah.
Because it's something I've never thought about, and it's kind of exciting.
It is.
Like to go, okay, cool, sweet. So, like for you, here's what I'm not terrible at.
Yes.
Like I'm at least comfortable in these positions. Mm-hmm. Now, how can I keep my neck safe in these? And how can I transition to other positions that's also going to keep my neck safe?
Yeah.
Because that's what you want to do. You want to preserve that shit for as long as possible.
Yes.
Because it does. It takes time to shore all that stuff up because you got like bionic stuff shoved in there.
Literally having different joint.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where it's good for most things, but not for the things you want to do for a while. It just takes a long time to heal. It's a process.
And I got to see how it feels. It's hard for me. So I think next week's show will obviously have a lot of my first week back, or my first time back, because I think a lot of people go through this, and now I get to do it firsthand. And I've been just completely removed from it for the last 3 months. So, yeah, get to let you know how shitty it is when you go back.
Oh, I already know. I've done that.
Yeah.
But this is your first time.
Yeah, no, first time.
It's exciting.
Looking forward to it.
You can hear it like as it's happening, like, oh, wow.
Yeah. And then you get to fill in the gaps of how things are going to happen. It's going to be a great show.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, great show.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it should be fun. Yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow, guys. I get to, it is tomorrow, isn't it? Yeah, it's tomorrow.
Yeah.
And I'll be there for the advanced class. Probably only do one class and then take off.
You should strap the GoPro to your face and do the whole class like that.
We need to do something with our GoPro.
I know. We got to get parts
it
and stuff. Yeah,
we got to go shopping.
We do. We
do. Yeah. Then we can use it here. Yeah. And we can go to the gym with it. Evidently, people like that.
People have to see us roll.
Yeah, they do. You can see my geriatric way now.
What's wrong with that?
I'm just waiting.
Don't judge me.
No, this is my way.
God, I know, but your way is my way now.
That's valid. That's how you have been going.
Yeah. It's abysmal.
Yeah. So, Coroller, we'll have to come up with another little splitsies for our next private lesson. When is that? Ooh, the next one's up here.
Yeah, the next team training's up here.
Oh, I got to get a date on that so I can get the day off. Yes. I need the time off. Oh, you getting thirsty? A little parched?
A little parched, yeah.
A little parched? Okay. See, that's why I have this and I drink it throughout the show.
I try.
Yeah, you talk a lot more than I do, though.
It's nervous talk. If I'm not talking, I'm like nervous about it. It's weird.
Why? Do you still get nervous?
It's the introvert part of me. Oh, that's just how I roll.
You still are nervous doing this?
Mm-hmm. If there's like awkward silence, I can't handle it.
Really?
Yeah.
You know that awkward silence in your head is about 10 times longer than the actual silence itself?
I do know that. Knowing it doesn't help the feeling behind it.
Awesome. I'm just going to start doing this.
So, you probably don't get this, but if I meet somebody new and we're trying to like have the talk about whatever, I see what you're doing there. It's not helping. I'm doing it right now.
He was freaking out. All right, go ahead. You're meeting somebody new.
Yeah. The awkward silences really bother me.
So what? Like how? Because this goes back to our last show.
So you remember when we first started the podcast and I sweat profusely.
Oh yeah, you swamp past it every
the first
time.
time we got the stupid camera.
You swamp past it again.
It's the same thing when I'm meeting somebody and I'm like trying to get a conversation going, but I don't know what they're into or what they like, and I'm not. Conversations don't flow easy. I don't know what to ask people, how to keep things going.
Mm-hmm.
Not good at small talk. So when it has an awkward silence, I always feel like I have to fill it.
You have to fill that silence?
Yeah, but I don't always know how or what to say. So then I get nervous and I'm just like ramble and start sweating. And it's
really?
Oh yeah.
That sucks.
Once I get to know somebody like you, like we can just sit there and not say nothing and drink. Like once I'm comfortable, silence doesn't bother me at all. Not even a little bit. But it just takes however long it takes, right? It's different for everybody. But the fact is, as soon as I'm comfortable, then it's like, I'm good.
Yeah. Huh.
But yeah, that initial meeting somebody and getting to know somebody, it's always just like bothersome to me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's not an issue for me.
I'd be a great salesman.
Yeah. Just fucking every sales pitch starts with an awkward 10-second silence.
Just got sweat running down my floor. It's like, you okay?
Shaking a little.
I'm fine. Do you like puppies?
What's your favorite color? Why the fuck are you asking me that? Have you ever had babies? Oh, that's weird.
That's kind of the point in my life where like the only thing I'm okay with talking about is jiu-jitsu.
It's kind of your shit.
It's kind of my shit. So I'm like, hey, do you have kids? You know what they should do? Jiu-jitsu.
Like everything. It's like, hey, you're a female. You know what you would like? Jiu-jitsu. Hey, you're a male.
Yeah.
You know what you'd like? Jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. You're a huge dude. Probably need jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, you're a
tiny
ginger.
little sprite. Oh, yeah.
You're
a redhead. Clearly.
You clearly need to do jiu-jitsu.
Let me tell you why.
All roads lead back to jiu-jitsu for Paul.
We had this guy at my shop. I think I said this story on the podcast years ago, but he was into model airplanes. Every single conversation with every person he talked to,
model airplanes,
it always came back to the model airplanes. Airplanes. And people mocked him incessantly for it behind his back. So
of course,
100% positive.
Model airplanes.
100% positive that like everybody was like, oh, here comes Paul. Yeah, I know what he's going to talk about.
Blowjob jamboree coming right
jamboree. Oh, God. Hey, the lady that invented that was here last night. They just got back from Travers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and that came up. I'm like, hey, blowjob jamboree is now world famous. He's like, oh, that's so sweet.
It's good. It's good. I love that no one knew it. It's like people aren't fucking... a few of them were like, blowjob jamboree, huh, fellas? Yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah. If you don't know what BJJ is, it's like, all right, what's that stand for? It's an acronym. Yeah, blowjob jamboree.
Yeah, so my license plate is blowjob jamboree life.
Hey, what happened to your license plate? It's gone.
Oh man, no, it's back in the window because evidently the license plate holder I bought comes with like very specific screws, and they've rusted out. And then I replaced the plate because I bent it last year, if you don't forget.
Oh, yeah.
You helped me get it off of there, and it was all bent to shit.
Yeah, it was.
So I ordered a new one. And, yeah, fuck me. Now it's in my back window. I'm just completely got to...
just glue it.
Just fucking adhese it to the back of my car.
Double-sided sticky tape. It'll be
stay
fine
there.
at 75 miles an hour. It'd be fine.
Yeah, if I ever went 75. I go way too fast in that car.
Really?
Yeah, it's fun.
I used to have to cruise at 74 and call it good.
Yeah, it's because you're an old man. So am I. I'm older.
Yeah.
But I drive too fast.
Shouldn't do that.
No, I shouldn't.
No.
No kids in the car.
They need their dad.
Do they?
Yeah.
Do they?
I think
Jen's got this shit on lockdown.
We discussed that at the pool party. Like, if I live, they can afford like GRCC, community college. Yeah. If I die,
you go
Harvard, Yale, whatever they want. Sky's the limit. Yeah.
Life insurance is great. My wife would be a lot better off than me.
Oh, samesies.
Can't blame you.
Nope. That's why the life insurance is so high. Like just banana peels everywhere.
Oh,
what's going on?
Oh, that's weird. Yeah. Oh, why do I keep falling down the stairs? Yeah. That's weird. So it feels like somebody's pushing me.
How come you guys get all the health food and I just eat cookies all day? I don't understand.
Why does this taste like antifreeze?
That's on you.
It's weird. It's weird. Oh, man. You want to know what I want to talk about real quick because it's cracking me up? Is how inappropriate you and I are and how we can scare away neighbors.
Oh, don't talk about that.
That was funny as hell.
That'll offend so many people.
Oh, no, I'm not going to say what we said.
Oh, man.
But if you ever really want to offend someone, just invite me and Paul over. Like, you have a neighbor, that pesky neighbor. That's a new service we should offer.
Ooh. I got another new service. Speaking of that with kids and YouTube channel.
Oh, perfect.
I found out the new thing. So it's not bum fights anymore because that's apparently offensive. But go ahead.
Okay, so my first service is going to be me and Paul come over. We'll make inappropriate jokes, and we'll just keep ratcheting it up until the neighbor just walks the fuck away. We are proven to make this work.
Oh, it works great. It's kind of like improv. It's like yes and also. Yeah. But wait, there's
more. Oh, you're still here? I got another one.
All right, so my YouTube idea.
Yes.
So bum fights out.
Shocker.
You've heard of the kid fights, right? Like people at daycares and schools and whatever are making kids fight, and they're getting busted for it all the time.
Really?
Yeah, you've heard about this, right?
No.
Oh, man, it's been in the news quite a few times.
Really?
Like daycares are making children fight.
Oh, that's fucking sweet.
They're placing bets. I'm like, oh, that's fantastic.
Don't they know not to talk about Fight Club? What the fuck's these people's problem?
They missed the first and second rule of Fight Club. So here's what I'm thinking. Like, we go to Jiu Jitsu with kids, and it's basically a fight club. So it's all fun and games. It's cool. Nobody has a problem with it as long as they're wearing a gi.
Oh, yeah. So we provide gis?
We provide gis. So what we do is we go to these daycares that are doing this and be like, whoa. It's legit if you buy this.
We could make good money.
But wait, there's more.
Oh, is there? Oh, so let me hear.
So some people have problems with their kids, or kids are bullies. They think that they think they're all that in the bag of chips and all that kind of fun stuff, yes. Right? They have really big egos at a very young age.
Yes,
we've all met these kids. I see them at my kids' school all the time.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So what we do, we have our daughters go over there and beat the shit out of them. We're in gis, so it's okay. Yeah. So we put a gi on the kid. We put a gi on our kids. That way, there's no problems.
Yes.
We make them fight.
That's a good one.
That way, they can tell their children, like, look, this can happen to you. This is real life. Not so bad. And then,
it's real life. I sent my kid to kill you.
Well, then they didn't have to beat their own kid. Some kid in a gi, which makes it okay, did it for them.
Oh, it's more like kid disciplining then.
It's the kid disciplining.
Oh, man.
And you put it on YouTube, people pay them.
Dude, we can make millions of cents.
Way better than bum fights.
I don't know, bum fights are pretty classic. It's so politically incorrect, but so funny.
Yeah, the fun thing about the kids fighting in the jiu-jitsu classes, they're getting really good.
Yeah.
It's legit fun to watch the kids.
Your daughter hurt my daughter.
I don't think my daughter hurt your daughter. I think what happened is your daughter rolled funny and got hurt.
Yeah, I know. But it's way funnier the other way. So, well, and it's Sid just has fun. She really does. She just wants to have fun. If you ask her how to do a move, she'll show you. But will she actually use it? Probably not. She just wants to have fun.
She didn't do that thing where I'm losing, so I'm going to act injured, did she?
No, not at all. Because
that's what I do. That's my go-to. Like, she learned that from me.
Yeah, she doesn't give a shit if she loses. Are you kidding me? I've watched her. She's like, I'm tapping, Dad. Look. Like, you're not even being choked. I don't want to be in this position anymore. All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm slightly uncomfortable. This isn't fun anymore.
I'm mildly uncomfortable. Tap, tap. It's my girl. But she knows her shit. She just doesn't she just likes having fun. And then she goes against Caden. And like, Caden's like, I'm going to, roll normal. And Sid's like, I'm going to roll normal. Their normals are very different.
Yeah.
So I'm sure Sid was like, I'm going to roll this way. And Caden's like, no, that's stupid. And Sid's like, I'm doing it anyways.
Then you're going to lose.
Didn't even lose. Caden's like, what happened?
Yeah, why
where are you going?
Why are you running away in tears?
And Sid wasn't mad at her. She was like, Caden, I was rolling with Caden and I got hurt. I'm like, what'd she do? Nothing. I don't know, my back hurts. I'm like, oh, it's good.
How's her back? Her back fine?
She complained for a few days, so I think whatever she did,
jeez,
she did it to herself. And I'm pretty sure, it hurt for a second because she was for probably 3 days. She's like, yeah, my back still hurts. I'm like, really?
Nice.
You weren't faking.
I remember the days where it only hurt for 3 days.
I know. Then you're recovering. You're brand new again.
Take a couple ibuprofen, good to go.
Yeah. Now we need surgery to get back.
I know it sucks.
Yeah. No.
I'm still waiting for the stem cells and steroids.
Yeah. Where's the sponsor?
Yeah. You got nothing.
Nope.
Absolutely nothing.
Steroids. That's funny. I'd love to see you on steroids. It'd be funny.
I wonder if I'd be angry.
Probably. I don't know why. I don't know what you'd be angry at. You'd be angry at all the wrong things.
Maybe.
You'd be like, I found a fucking penny on the ground.
I wonder if being on steroids is like being drunk. Like whatever you are, drunk is probably how you're going to act on steroids. Could you imagine me just rolling with everybody?
Just all the time?
All the time.
Is he drunk? No, he's on steroids
now. Yeah.
Steroids now.
Yep, it's all
just
steroids.
Grabbing people's feet.
Woo! I'm at work, looking down.
I could take that leg.
What are you looking at, Paul? Gets on the floor. starts wrapping legs. I was like, is he serious right now?
What the fuck are you doing?
I can't help myself.
It's just, it's a need. Oh my God, we need to stop this show.
True. Are we done?
I think we're done.
You know, one thing I wanted to add.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2 shows ago. We did the one on anxiety.
Was it? Yeah, it was 2 shows ago.
And the feedback was phenomenal.
Quick and phenomenal. There was a lot of it.
So we knew it was definitely an issue that a lot of people had.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody deals with it differently, and everybody has a bit of a different issue.
Yes.
We got talking about panic attacks.
Yep.
And how one person experiences them this way for these reasons, and somebody else experiences it that way for those reasons. Oh, yeah. And the fact is, though, is a lot of people deal with a lot of different shit.
Oh, yeah.
So Paul Elliott made a comment on it, and he says, thank you for the stories, because I didn't realize what a lot of people come in the door with.
Yeah.
And if I don't know, I can't work around these issues.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't have these issues. So
he's like, I don't feel any anxiety towards any situation. So it just it's totally foreign to him.
Yep. So if people are more open and honest about it, and it's not such a taboo or faux pas topic, I think it'd do a lot of good. I do think that some people use it for a crutch.
Yeah, we got berated for that a little.
We did, and it's not even wrong. So it's
because they're not wrong. There's a good portion of people that
claim something that they don't feel,
or they over exaggerate how they feel to have something to fall back on. Like, right. Oh, I have a reason for all this. It's like, no. That's not what we were talking about.
Yeah, we understand that people are out there that do that. People that have problems exaggerate the problems, but a lot of people, the problem's legitimate. So we can't be
I think there's more legitimate.
Yeah, we can't go around going, I think you're using it for a crutch, because we have literally no idea what everybody's going through.
Are you in their brain? Right. Are you in how their body to feel that way?
Right.
You don't know.
And I know there's enough legitimacy to go, let's do whatever we can to keep these people doing jiu-jitsu.
Hell yeah, because it's Jen got on us, Jim Mom from down at Croylers. Got on us because it did change her life. And I don't want to go into the whole thing because it was all part of Flick Chat. You want to read it? Get on Flick Chat. Yeah, everyone should. Dude, that sucker grows every day a little bit.
Yeah, well, you're getting...
But anyways, with her, it changed her life and her anxiety, and what caused her anxiety, she worked through with Croyler, which is also just an amazing thing for a coach to do. Not all coaches will do that, so you got to give props to a coach like Croyler that stepped out and was like, yeah, I'm going to help you through this. Yeah, but she had the bravery to even bring it up to him.
Right.
That takes a lot for people. So, and she got on us. What did she get on us about?
So we had the angle of, a lot of people think jiu-jitsu is the cure-all.
Cure-all, yeah.
And it can be. For a lot of people.
For her, it was.
For a lot of people, it absolutely can be, but it depends on the severity of whatever mental illness or anxiety you have, the culture of the gym, the kind of people you have in the gym that understands and will help you through that kind of stuff. Yep. So if you have that kind of gym, perfect. That's great. That it can be a cure-all. It can be like, hey, we're good. But I still know of people that go to their gym has all that stuff.
Yep.
But there's still been suicides within BJJ communities that had a really great gym as well. So yeah, mental illness is a motherfucker, and I don't want to be the one judging whether I think somebody's faking it or not, or embellishing it or not. You can't. You don't know. Yeah.
And you'll want to. Honestly, as a human, you're going to be like, this dude's just leaning on that. Oh, you're not having a freaking panic attack because of this. You just didn't want to get tapped, or you were in a bad position. Fuck off. You don't know.
Yeah, and that might be legit. They might just be doing that.
Our boy Nate literally has had panic attacks while rolling. Fuck that noise. Oh my God. Can't even imagine. And we talked about it on the other show, but that's an exact person. He's like, I've had that.
Yeah. Yeah. Jen and I were talking about panic attacks, and I've had a couple in my life. Yep. And when I get them, it's like a cramp that won't go away. So I'm in a fetal position and just praying for death that hurts so bad. And then I'll start puking, and I won't stop. It'll just be puke and then over and over and over. It's awful. And somebody else will have a panic attack, and it'll be
hers is totally different than yours. Yeah. She never throws up, but she looks like it, and she turns green. She feels it, and she's panicking, like literally panicking. And we were at a concert, and she just looked at me and goes, yeah, can we go for a walk? I'm like, yep. Knew exactly why she wanted to go for a walk. I'm like, yeah, that's not a problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go find some space.
But yeah, I think as a jiu-jitsu community, right, we can do whatever we can do to make people feel as comfortable as possible.
Yeah, so and I still stand by that it's not a cure-all for everyone. It's not. I hope it is. Yep. I really, really, really hope it is.
I don't want to. So what we were trying to do is not give false expectations. Like, oh no, jiu-jitsu's you don't need medication and it'll be great, and this is all you need. We don't want to sell it like that, even though we both agree that it can be. It can be that.
It can be, and I think more than not, it can be, because it fills so many of those gaps for you. Family, if you have family issues, it can help you with family issues because you welcomed into a family. If like a lot of people like myself, like working out is helping you mentally, get past things, work through things, not even think about things. It can definitely help out with that because you have no time to think about anything else.
Well, it's not only anxiety too, but things like Alzheimer's, dementia, stuff like that.
Yep.
They say learn a new skill all the time. Mm-hmm. Well, the cool thing with jiu-jitsu is you're learning a new skill every time you go.
Yes.
It's constant level of learning plus the physical attribute of it.
Yep.
Physical part of it, I guess.
Yeah, and ADD, because yes, Hunter did have ADD, and it's helped him work through that.
I mean, shit, Michael Phelps got into swimming because of ADD, and look at that dude.
He did okay.
He did all right. I mean,
he smoked a little pot.
Oh no, it's the worst thing ever.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah, the fact of the matter is, we know it can help tremendously,
yes,
and even go so far to say cured. But we don't want to leave the people out that go, hey, look, like me, it helps a lot when I'm there, but I still have all these issues when I'm not there too. So everybody's different. We wanted to cover all the bases, I guess.
Yeah,
and it's
so
hard to do and we're not the best at articulating shit. I'm not sure if anybody's noticed, but
we're pretty damn good.
Yeah, sometimes we have our moments.
Yeah, but
like my reading is on point.
Yeah, clearly the best reader in the world. But yeah, we're never going to have a perfect podcast. There's always going to be somebody that disagrees with us, which I'm fine with. And Jen didn't disagree with us just for her personal experience, and it did cure a lot of her issues, and she feels so much better just having that and being part of that. So, yeah.
Another episode we should do where it causes anxiety, and here's what I'm talking about. You and I are pretty lucky because I got my girls in it, and we're all amongst friends, and we all do it together, and it's part of my life. So my wife is cool with it for the most part, right? She gets sick of it because it's not her shit, so she's like, God.
Yeah, who would want to talk about something that they hear about all the fucking time they don't do?
But she's understanding. Like, she knows it's a big part of my life.
Yeah.
Not everybody's like that. So a lot of times it's like, this is my shit. It helps my anxiety, helps my life out. But now my significant other, right? It's become a sticking point.
Yeah.
So, balancing the work life / home life / jiu-jitsu life. Because it's not like going to a gym a few times a week for a half hour. It's like most of them are like 2-hour classes. A lot of times you got to drive there because jiu-jitsu gyms aren't like a Planet Fitness where they're on every corner.
Yeah.
So it's a lot bigger commitment. And then it's addictive too. So people want to do it all the time.
Yeah.
So
which we've talked about numerous times.
Yeah. So balancing that and then having jiu-jitsu cause you that kind of anxiety and pain in your life.
That's interesting.
We might have to do a podcast on that eventually.
Yeah, I think we can expand on that too. I don't think we can get around doing more shows on anxiety with more stories because we got more stories instantly.
Oh yeah, like I said, I was surprised and very touched about people saying, "Here's my problems and thank you for talking about it." And I'm like, "Holy shit!" I really appreciate the feedback.
Oh, it's awesome.
It meant a lot.
So. Yeah, and to have one of the ones that we read was from Instagram. He instantly was like, "Thanks a lot." He goes, "I'm doing exactly what you guys thought would help, and it's really working out well for me. I'll keep you guys updated." I was like, "Awesome." And then he told us, "Great show."
I mean to brag, but I will.
Awesome again, guys. But no, we appreciate everybody's input. We got another review on iTunes, which made me feel really good.
Nice.
We bring what was it? We bring jiu-jitsu to every man / woman / child.
Whatever you identify.
Whatever you identify as, we're good. And hopefully we can make jiu-jitsu palatable to everybody. And if you're just getting started, stick with us. Go back, listen to old episodes. We've been told they're helpful.
Yeah, sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're just like this, where we ramble a bit.
This is still entertaining, Dan. Son of a bitch! If this
everybody wants to hear about children fighting in gis.
I think so.
That makes it okay.
Making millions. Sooner or later, one of our ideas is going to be great. I haven't found it yet, but one of them is going to be great.
One of them is going to take off for sure.
For sure.
This might be the one.
But we do appreciate all the reviews. We appreciate our Patreons a ton. You guys.
So Patreon is a thing.
Yeah, patrons. Yeah, that's yeah. Our patrons are awesome.
I got yelled at for that. It's
who yelled at you?
Patron, my wife, because Freebird and Hot Wings have the same thing, right?
Yes.
And he said thank you to our Patreons, and he got his balls busted because it's patrons.
Yeah, it is.
She's
patrons.
Like it's patrons. Say patrons because you're wrong when we were calling them Patreons.
I'm gonna stick with it. Just piss your wife off.
Don't do that. I got to hear about it.
Perfect.
So thanks to all our Patreons.
I don't live here. Our Patreons are great. Guys are wonderful.
Well, as long as they know we know better.
Yes.
And now we can
do know
want.
better.
Yeah.
Still doing it. But please like, follow, share, subscribe to our YouTube. We really appreciate it. We're sooner or later we will get some videos up there of other things than us just babbling on this show.
If you listen to any amount of shows, you realize how slow we are to do anything.
Yeah.
Anything
we try our damnedest.
We do, but oh man.
Our contest, you probably get your stuff a year later.
You got our stuff, right?
I don't know. It's in a box.
But it's in a box somewhere.
Yeah, it's in a box somewhere.
At your house still?
Probably.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm bad at this game.
Ugh.
It's got really good stuff in it. It's coming. I was going to do it today, but then everything took longer than I thought. I'm terrible at this game.
Wow.
It'll happen.
We're awesome.
Well, it took a while to get everybody on board. We still don't have everything.
Really? Yeah.
Tape. What up, dog? Just kidding. We have stuff from him. Just giving you shit. It's the first one that popped in my head.
Nice. Just, we missing.
He's there.
Tape.
Yeah. Is he changing his logo? Because we need another sign.
I like this one, though.
I do, too. It's a good sign.
It is.
Fits so well right there.
I dig it.
Yeah, so do I. What gi should I wear tomorrow?
Definitely your green one.
You think? I haven't done the vinegar on it, though.
Do it tonight.
That sounds like work. I might do it tonight because it only has to sit in there for
I still have no idea if that's a myth or not.
I'm going to look it up.
You should.
If
it's a myth, then just wear that.
I think I'm just going to wear that motherfucker.
So, the wife did say she did the vinegar thing on mine.
Yes.
And the tub was like all blue. So if you wash it, make sure you don't wash it with nothing else. The first time. Second time was fine. Like I threw it with my kid's stuff. And
it was fine.
Yeah, nothing happened.
It's a good navy blue. It looks good.
I like it. Yeah. I'm a fan.
Yeah. So, all right, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.